Hello, I'm Maruk Said, your microbiology guide. Let's explore in-depth micro techniques and uncover groundbreaking insight together on this educational journey into the fascinating realms of microbes.
Mumps is caused by the mumps virus, which belongs to the Paramyxoviridae family. This is actually a wide family of viruses that includes measles and parainfluenza viruses, all of which primarily afflict children. Mumps only affects humans and is transferred by tiny respiratory droplets that can travel short distances in the air, making the mumps virus exceedingly infectious. And anybody who is near a person who has mumps is at risk of contracting the disease as well. The mumps virus is made up of a single strand of RNA and a viral polymerase enzyme, which are surrounded by a phospholipid bilayer envelope studded with viral proteins hemagglutinin neuraminidase, HN protein, and fusion, F protein. The HN protein enables the virus to adhere to a possible host cell and cut itself free if required, while the F protein fuses the viral and cell membranes together, allowing the mumps virus to enter the cell. When mumps enters a cell, the viral polymerase enzyme transcribes the single-stranded negative sense, RNA, into a complementary positive sense strand of mRNA, which can then be translated by host cell ribosomes into new copies of the envelope proteins and viral polymerase, which are assembled into new viruses. What happens with them, however, is that the HN and F proteins on the cell surface now attach other cells, resulting in the binding of epithelial cells to one another, forming a clump of linked cells known as a multinucleated giant cell or syncytium. Mumps enters the body and first infects nasopharyngeal epithelial cells, where it begins to replicate and causes tissue damage. From there, it can produce viremia, or virus in the blood, and spread to other organs and tissues. If you have watched till here, don't forget to subscribe to Family of Science Lovers. Press the bell icon button so you are always updated. The mumps virus has a propensity for the parotid salivary glands, and the most common symptom is swelling of the parotid salivary glands on one or both sides, which may be accompanied with earache. The enlarged parotid gland pulls the earlobe up and out, obscures the jaw angle, and can occasionally produce trismus, a spasm of the mastication or chewing muscles. Mumps has an affinity for the central nervous system and can cause meningitis, an infection of the brain's lining, as well as encephalitis, an infection of brain tissue. These infections can cause symptoms ranging from those similar to the common cold, such as headache and neck stiffness, to more serious symptoms such as difficulties with balance and hearing loss. But the infection is often self-limiting, and symptoms resolve as the body heals. Mumps can infect the testicles and epididymis in males, often in teenagers and young men, causing orchitis and epididymitis, respectively, generally on only one side. This can induce testicular shrinkage in certain men, as well as a drop in sperm count and motility, although it seldom results in infertility. Mumps can infect the kidneys and produce glomerulonephritis, which finally leads to hematuria and proteinuria, blood and protein in the urine. It can also cause arthritis in the joints, particularly in big joints such as the hips, knees, ankles, and shoulders. It can also damage the heart, producing myocarditis, and the pancreas, resulting in pancreatitis. Finally, pregnant women with mumps are not more likely to have a kid with congenital abnormalities. Okay, like many other viruses, mumps is diagnosed by looking at antibody titers, but there are no effective antivirals for treating it. Individuals with mumps, particularly small children, are often isolated for 5 days after symptoms appear to prevent the disease from spreading. The mumps vaccination, however, is the most successful at avoiding the disease in the first place, with a 90% success rate. The vaccination is a live attenuated vaccine, which means it contains a weakened mumps virus that is not infectious, but encourages the immune system to produce a robust response in order to prevent future infection with the wild-type mumps virus. Mumps vaccination has significantly reduced the prevalence of mumps, with outbreaks occurring most frequently in places where children are not immunized. To summarize, mumps is very infectious and spreads via the air by respiratory droplets. It often affects the salivary parotid glands, causing them to swell, but it can also cause meningitis, encephalitis, orchitis, and epididymitis. Fortunately, there is a safe and effective mumps vaccine that can prevent approximately 90% of cases.